Hello, and welcome to A Layman Looks at the Word with Hal Richardson. We are continuing with our study of the Gospel of the Old Ones. This will be Lesson 3. We learned that Noah had married Naamah, and he was the Melchizedek Priest of the day, and that they had 3 sons. And God wanted him to have his sons marry before the destruction of the flood came. And we see that Noah was perfect in his generations. To be perfect in his generations means that his genealogy was pure, as was his 3 sons because of him and Naamah. He had grace in the eyes of God. The book of Jasher from the Dead Sea Scrolls goes on to say that Noah went to Methuselah's son Elikim and took 3 of his daughters for his sons. This would assure that humankind would continue on the earth. God gave Noah specific instructions on how to build the ark that would save human and land animal life from the coming catastrophic flood. The ark was a huge ship, measuring 300 cubits long by 50 cubits wide and 30 cubits high, with 3 decks. In feet, that would be 512.5 feet long, 85.5 feet wide, and 51.2 feet high. That's using the Egyptian royal cubit of 20.5 inches, of which Moses, the writer of Genesis, was raised with. The Bible tells us that God himself picked the perfect animals that came to Noah to be saved. There was plenty of room for all kinds of animals, plus food and water for all the occupants. When Noah was 600 years old, his grandfather Methuselah died. And God told Noah to come into the ark and shut the door on the side of the ship. This was 1,656 years from Adam. The ark is a type and a picture of our Lord Jesus, for in him we are safe from the things of the world, and we enter therein by the assurance of Jesus' sacrifice and his blood that poured out from the wound in his side, just like the door was in the side of the ark, and plus his other wounds. His precious blood saves us. The first rain on the earth from the very time of Adam lasted 40 days, and the fountains of the deep were opened, and the ark rode the flood that covered the earth for a year, and then rested in the mountains of Ararat. When the waters subsided then, Noah took from all of the clean animals, and as the high priest, the only priest at that time besides who his sons would be, he made sacrifice to God. Genesis 8:20. And Noah builded an altar unto the Lord, and took of every clean beast, and of every clean fowl, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. And the Lord smelled a sweet savor. And the Lord said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground any more for man's sake. For the imagination of a man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I again smite any more every living thing as I have done. While the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night will not cease. Genesis 9:1. And God blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them, Be fruitful, and multiply, and replenish the earth. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, and upon all that moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea. Unto your hand they are delivered. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you. Even as the green herb have I given you all things. But the flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat. And surely your blood of your lives will I require, at the hand of every beast will I require it, and at the hand of man. At the hand of every man's brother will I require the life of man. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of God made he man. And you be fruitful and multiply, and bring forth abundantly in the earth, and multiply therein. And God spake to Noah, and to his sons with him, saying, And I, behold, I establish my covenant with you, and your seed after you, and with every living creature that is with you, of the fowl, of the cattle, and of every beast of the earth with you, from all that go out of the ark to every beast of the earth. And I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by waters of a flood, neither shall there be any more flood to destroy the earth. And God said, This is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for a perpetual generations. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass, when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. And I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. And the waters shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, This is the token of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh that is upon the earth. And the sons of Noah that went forth of the ark were Shem, and Ham, and Japheth. Ham is the father of Canaan. These are the three sons of Noah, and of them was the whole earth overspread. All of the Nephilim were killed, as well as the corrupted humans and animals in the flood. However, the war between God and Satan continued, and there were still giants from the unholy union of fallen angels and women of the earth. There was a possession of a willing man involved, for the angels were not equipped with reproductive organs. In Genesis 6:4, Canaan was the first one born after the flood, and that was from Ham and Naamah, his mother. That's why he was cursed by Noah in Genesis 9. In Jubilees, from the Dead Sea Scrolls, 10, starting in 1, And in the third week of this Jubilee, the unclean demons began to lead astray the children of the sons of Noah, and to make air and destroy them. And the sons of Noah came to Noah their father, and they told him concerning the demons which were leading astray, and binding and slaying his sons' sons. And he prayed before the Lord his God, and said, God of the spirits of all flesh, who has shown mercy unto me, and has saved me and my sons from the waters of the flood, and has not caused me to perish, as thou didst the sons of perdition. For thy grace has been great toward me, and great has been thy mercy to my soul. Let thy grace be lifted up upon my sons, and let not wicked spirits rule over them, lest they should destroy them from the earth. But do thou bless me and my sons, that we may increase and multiply and replenish the earth. And thou knowest how thy watchers, the fathers of these spirits, acted in my day. And as for these spirits which are living, imprison them and hold them fast in the place of condemnation. Let them not bring destruction on the sons of my servant, of thy servant, my God, for these are malignant and created in order to destroy. Jubilees 10 continues that 90% of these demons were imprisoned, also that the secrets of the healing herbs were given to Noah. We know from the rest of recorded history in the Bible and some other sources that the Nephilim did return. I mean, even at the time of David, he had to kill Goliath, and he had like 5 brothers that were all giants. The Testament of Noah from the Dead Sea Scrolls. The information are from excerpts of these ancient testaments of the patriarchs, published by Ken Johnson, Ph.D. Noah wrote a testament and described his encounters with God and the visions that he had from God. Fragments found assure that this attribute Noah as the author. A copy of the book of the words of Noah, in column 6, from my birth my mother taught me in the ways of righteousness my whole life. I walked in the truth of the Holy One, as he had instructed. I kept away from the paths of deceit, which led to eternal darkness. I studied the visions of truth and wisdom, praying ceaselessly and avoiding the paths of violence. Noah speaks further about the blood shed by the Nephilim that were made by the daughters of men, whom the fallen made unclean by divination, and how the animals had also been corrupted by the fallen angels. In Jasher 4:18, it also mentions how species had been mixed to create an abomination before which was corrupt, and also how Noah found grace and prominence and righteousness in the eyes of the Lord. In column 7, you will govern the entire earth, all that is upon it, including the mountains and the seas. Forbid the worship of all the host of heaven, the sun, the moon, the stars, and the watchers, the great Holy One. Nothing that Noah wrote about is out of line with the Bible or other Dead Sea Scrolls writings about him. They're just too lengthy to include here. Well, that will conclude our study for today. Noah is the 5th Melchizedek priest and king of the world, knew of Messiah and knew he would come. That Messiah is our Lord Jesus. If you don't know him today, ask him into your life. Just pray, Lord, I believe that you're the Son of God and rose from the dead. Come into my life and save me. This is Hal Richardson. Join me next time. We will continue in our study of the Gospel of the Old Ones. Bye for now.